Oh, welcome to another video. Another review this time. This one is the Airfix 1/72 scale high and cool. He111. Little bit of backstory. This one was developed in secret to be like a passenger transport. Yeah, originally developed as a passenger transport. Sorry, small jump take because I had to take a drink. But it was actually always originally intended to be a bomber rather than a passenger aircraft. So it's able to quickly jump from one to the other once Hitler's true ambitions were revealed. Mainstay of the German bomber force all the way up to the end of the war. This thing made famous the Battle of Britain, but was used everywhere. Started in the Spanish Condor Legion, the Spanish Civil War, and yeah, it lasted all throughout. And even afterwards, even the Spanish used it. They took out the German Daimler-Benz engines and stuck in the famous Rolls-Royce Merlins. Apologies for the little dust. Well, I say little dust. It's quite a dusty plane, this one. Been shut on the cell for a long time. Should probably dust these things off now and again. The kit has nice interior in it. Luckily, you can actually see some of it because Airfix gives you the option to have the stuff open. I say stuff like the window hatch there. That and that one is the only two that can be opened. This is either slid back here to cover the machine gun or slid open for a bit more accessibility. But yeah, it's got. I've got a zoom feature or focus feature that doesn't quite work, but you can actually just about make out the interior in there. Just make out the foot pedals just there. That's the machine gun. Dust. Lots of dust. Sure, yeah, I should probably dust these things off a bit more often than I do. Yeah, it has a nice interior. The bomb bay can be open. I've got the flaps down on this one as well. I tend to pose these with flaps down now again. Weather this thing as well. So yeah, we've got the bomb racks there. No bombs. Landing gear down. Yeah, it's a kit with no bomber with no bombs. Go figure. It's like most of it is quite nice. It's quite interesting considering I made the previous kit, Airfix kit. I think it was the H20 version with the little turret at the top here, an actual turret, not that. The old toolkit, and then went from that to this. I didn't like the old toolkit. I don't like this kit. Saying that, I was trying to get another one of these at a while ago. That came with either the torpedoes underneath. I think it was the torpedoes underneath, and the desert camouflage. Most of this kit is nice to put together, but I think that some of the tolerances are too tight. Unlike the old toolkit, the glass on this one actually goes together well on the nose. There's a bonus. But as you can tell, the side windows do not. They stick out massively, and yeah, you can see a little bit of chip there. A little bit of where I had to cut it off the sprue. That has been filed down still, and yet these things do not fit in. And yet, you also have a decal that goes straight over the window. That's on both sides. Yep, both sides. And equally, the underside. Again, ironically, it's the glass bit. Because that rear piece, I'm holding the model so I can't tell the camera to focus. There we go. That rear one, this one here, that doesn't fit in well. That front one, you can quite easily tell that doesn't fit in well at all. And has a hole there for a machine gun. Don't know if, there you go, you can just see it there. Has a hole for a machine gun. Yeah, no machine gun. So yeah, bit of an oddity, that one. Apart from those, unfortunately, those are quite sour points when I came to make this thing. That's the only ones that really stick to my memory of negatives with this kit. The rest of this kit, as far as I remember, goes together fairly well. It's just some of the tolerances are too tight. You get that with some of the new Airfix kits, like the I know the Blenheim's a little bit notorious for having really tight tolerances for the cockpit section. The same with the Beaufighter, Beaufort even. I always get those two mixed up. Beaufort's got a little bit of a tight tolerance around the cockpit as well. But yeah, the rest of this goes together fairly well. Don't have any problems. Painted it with the Humbro paints. I can't remember what they are, but it's the ones suggested in the kit anyway. So in the instructions, just to give you two decal options. This one and another one, but I can't remember. I just like this one because of the tail decals there. They look good. Yeah, so many decals on this. Loads. But other than that, yeah, it's a nice kit. It went together. The Humbro paints were used. The camouflage was all freehand. No, I cannot normally paint straight lines. So, yeah. But anyway, this was all freehand. I didn't have Tamiya tape at the time when I did this thing. I did weather it, as you can see from the underside. It's a bit more obvious on the underside as well. Ta-da! Yeah, I even did the panel lines. That was with Revell weathering powders. It was just a bit of black and brown. I just almost dry brushed it on where the exhaust would go. We'll catch that as well. For the I can't do pre-shading because I don't have an airbrush. I'm sure someone's going to say you can do it with a paintbrush. Please provide me a link and clues on how to do that. I really would love to do pre-shading with paintbrush. But what I did was put some powders into here and then just rubbed it off, which kindly left a kind of pre-shaded look, but it looks quite nice. I quite enjoy it. The bomb aim site there. But yeah, nice, lovely. It is a nice kit, but I've had problems with this one, and it kind of I would love to make another one, but I know I may have a bit of an odd one because of some of these tight tolerances, but equally because I now know there are tight tolerances with this, I will probably adjust how I make and paint this thing up so I can adjust for that. But equally, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge one. I'm curious if people have had similar problems when they've made their version of this kit. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, I'm curious if people have had problems before, similar problems or different problems even. Have you tried gluing the fuselage together and yet the interior actually stopped you? I tried a couple of those before and had that issue a couple of times before. Not with this one, but I know other kits I have had that one. If so, yeah, let me know what you guys think of this kit. Because, as I say, I've had problems with it, or have I just had an unlucky kit and have other people not had any problems at all? Yeah, let me know, comment section, like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. Okay, thanks, guys. Bye, guys.